Every January, the nation's rev heads descend on Canberra for Summernats, 4 days of beer, blowers and burnouts.
And for the past 29 years, that formula has largely stayed the same. Summernats traditionally attracts large, predominantly V8 cars capable of making lots of noise and lots of smoke. But this year, we plan to shake things up a bit. We're going to enter one of the key performance events at Summernats with this thing, an electric car.
This is no ordinary electric car either. It's the Tesla Model S P90D, an all-wheel drive powerhouse capable of reaching 100 kilometers an hour in less than 3 seconds, all the while using zero petrol. The question is, can it take on the most powerful muscle cars in the country? After a full charge, we head south along the Hume Highway, armed not with jerry cans, but a recharging cord and an extension lead. We pull over about an hour into our journey for a quick recharge in Goulburn.
The supercharger station here at Goulburn works much in the same way as your conventional petrol station, except one major difference. This won't cost you a cent. You basically roll in, plug your car in, and it takes about 60 minutes for a full charge. Now on this particular model, that'll get you about 500 kilometres worth of driving range.
With a full complement of electric juice, we continue south, making use of the Tesla's autopilot function, which we've previously tested back in Sydney. The vehicle steers, accelerates, brakes, and even changes lanes at the press of a button. We then arrive at Summernats, but not everyone is impressed.
So we've just rolled through the front gates here at Summernats, and I've got to be honest, I feel a little bit intimidated. Firstly, you can just feel people staring at the car just because it is so foreign, it is so different. And the other thing is you can feel other cars rumble past just because this thing is so quiet. There's people doing burnouts, you can feel the cars with the big cams and everything on them rocket past you, and we're just sitting here in absolute silence rolling along. So definitely a strange feeling. I think it's only going to get a bit weirder as the day goes on.
That said, the aim of our visit is not to upset the establishment, but to try and beat it. We've signed up for the Go to Woe performance event, where the aim is to accelerate from one point to another in the quickest time possible, stopping right between two marked lines. The car with the quickest time wins, and we're up against some serious competition. We visit the scrutineering shed, where a quick once-over ensures our car is safe to compete. Then it's over to the event. Being my first time, I decide to ask around for some advice.
Get in there and have a go.
Okay.
Just make sure you stop at the other end.
Fortunately for me, the Tesla Model S we're driving is fitted with the brand's new ludicrous mode, meaning it will launch from 0 to 100 in just 2.8 seconds. All-wheel drive traction ensuring clean starts every time. It turns out I was right. The Tesla fires out of the blocks faster than anything else there on the day. It really comes down to the driver. After a couple of lapses in judgment, I managed to register 2 times, the fastest being a 6.02 second finish, which is fast enough to land me top time for the day. To say we turned a few heads while doing so would be a massive understatement.
So I'm here with event commentator Jason. How'd we fare?
You did really well. Being a Tesla, it's an interesting vehicle because you come to Summernats, the holy grail of supercharged V8 craziness here in this country, but everyone knows what this is. And this is a car which's reputation isn't born on the racetrack, but its reputation is born on YouTube. And ludicrous mode and all those videos that we've seen it do, people know what it is. And the V8 guys with the big blowers, I think they kind of expect that this is coming. They know it's on its way, so they're not giving in to their V8 yet, but they respect this. And to see it out on the track today was really good, and a lot of people came over to have a look, and they're all videoing themselves, and that then goes out to everybody through social media. So it's an interesting car in a very exciting time in Summernats history, and I think to have it here has been really good, and to see what it could do, a 6 on this track, very impressive.
In years to come, yes, electric cars maybe might come in a lot more, but I still don't think they're going to take over.
Anything that is a performance car is quite welcoming,
Our trip to Summernats is all about proving a point. That electric technology isn't simply a means of efficiency, it can also be a means of serious performance. With some additional practice, I'm confident that Tesla has what it takes to beat everything across the whole weekend. It turns out our result lends the Model S a newfound respect. Now, while that time did eventually get beaten on the Sunday, fortunately the Tesla is no one-trick pony. And while all those cars are being trailered back to their garages, I'm going to sit back and let this thing drive me home.